Janet Brown began her career at CKNW in 1989.
It's 7 o'clock. This is CKNW 98 News.
Good morning. John Ashbridge for Spalding, Canada. There has been a collision in Burrard Inlet involving striking C-bus workers. CKNW's Janet Brown.
The two CAW members were sitting in a canoe alongside a pier at North Vancouver Waterfront Park, hoping to prevent the charter vessel Invader from docking. But the Invader continued to glide towards the dock while crew yelled out to the two men in the canoe to move. Within only seconds, the Invader had crushed the canoe. Luckily, the occupants jumped out in time.
And from that moment on, Janet's been there for some of Vancouver's most memorable moments.
For the second time in 17 years, the hockey story and the deciding game is a distant second behind the story that's going on in our city. Go ahead, Janet.
Dan, you wouldn't believe what's going on. I'm in the old parking lot of the Greyhound bus station right behind the Queen Elizabeth Theatre. Crowds of people are destroying two police cars. They're on the roof of the police car, kicking out the lights, kicking out the back window, kicking out the side window, throwing objects, and people are standing and cheering and clapping. I just don't get this. People in suits are even standing and clapping. Oh, they're tipping it over. They're tipping over one of the police cars, and they're cheering. Listen to the crowd. They're cheering. They tipped over one of the police cars right onto the next one right beside it. I just can't believe this mob mentality. Why would people be happy about doing something like this? This is a crazy crowd that's out of control.
Janet's investigative reporting revealed that TransLink was losing millions to fare evasion.
Well, I jumped on SkyTrain yesterday morning about 10 past 10 and didn't pay. And I just thought, well, let's see how it goes here. Let's put the fare evasion stories to the test. Also, I went back on the line and got off at the Edmonds station. There's a bit of a bus loop there, Bill. And I jumped on a bus to see if I could also ride the buses for free, because we understand that's very easy as well. And here's what happened.
Hey, I was just checking out on the street. I really don't have enough change for the one zone ride. Do you think I could still get on? I really don't have that far to go. Yeah? Okay. Well, okay. Thanks very much.
Which was confirmed by an undercover bus driver.
So if nobody's really checking very closely what people are paying to get on a bus, you feel there's really no accountability within the system from the top down?
Well, the company has said it's a pretty strong message where nobody's accountable. The bus drivers don't have to worry about it, and nobody in management has to worry about it.
And then by TransLink itself.
If you get a $173 ticket from a transit police officer for not paying your fare, you're under no obligation to pay it. And in fact, there's no penalty if you don't. That's what TransLink's Drew Snyder told CKNW's Janet Brown.
So if I'm issued a ticket from the police officer, but if I choose not to pay it, there's no consequence. Is that right?
That is correct.
You can challenge a ticket through the court system, and that's costing a bundle of money too. I'm really confused on all of this. Why would they waste time challenging a ticket in court if there's no consequence to it?
Good question.
It is because of Janet's reporting that we now have fare gates on buses and SkyTrain stations. Janet Brown has been there to report on key labor disputes.
This is a breaking news update giving you an idea of what is happening right now in the talks between the union and Coast Mountain Bus Company. Let's go straight to our Global News senior reporter Janet Brown, who has been staking out these negotiations. Hi, Janet.
Good afternoon, Simi. Yes, I'm sitting in the hallway outside the meeting rooms where the transit talks were taking place in a New Westminster hotel. And Uniform Union spokesperson Gavin McGarrigle, the first one to exit the meeting room, telling me that talks have broken off.
And she is grounded in her community of Surrey.
It is the beginning of the end for the homeless encampment on Surrey's Wally Strip.
Over a dozen agencies are helping the homeless.
What brought you down here?
I couldn't afford housing. It's just impossible out there.
BC Housing has given everybody 3 days to get off the strip.
To see 180 people get housed out of the encampment was incredible.
I moved in yesterday.
So what do you think?
Couldn't have asked for anything better. I can't tell you how much this is going to help.
And when the Surrey Food Bank was robbed, it was Janet Brown who stepped up to help.
We told you Wednesday about the Surrey Food Bank's van losing its catalytic converter to theft. The repair is estimated at $3,000, and worse, many people who rely on food deliveries would have to wait days. Our listeners came through, including the Surrey RCMP, Food Bank Executive Director Fiza Jaffer.
We had a gentleman from a car dealership say he will replace the converter for free. And then the RCMP really stepped up and they said, you know what, how can we help? And they said, we have a van and they're going to come to help us to deliver the hampers.
Jaffer says others are making donations online.
Congratulations, Global News and CKNW reporter Janet Brown, winner of the 2021 RTDNA Lifetime Achievement Award.